Okay, massage stones come in a variety of sizes and shapes. A lot of research went into crafting stones and selecting the materials. The basic needs of the materials are the stone's got to stay hot, it's got to be hygienic, so be able to be a smooth finish, and it's got to have a size that effectively transfers the heat into the client. Some materials aren't suitable. You have high quality and low quality. Here's an example of a low quality stone. You can see lots of cracks, the surface is pitted, and there's not much beauty in that stone. Whereas the same type of material but higher grade, you've got a glass-like finish, a lot more beauty in the stone, and it's a very smooth finish, and that's the optimum that you're trying for when you're looking for material. Basalt is one of the original materials massage stones were crafted from. Now it is 10 times more porous than the equivalent granite or marble. You can see by just holding that stone it soaks up water and oil, so when you're cleaning and using these stones you have to be more diligent in cleaning and hygiene. It was originally used in pebble form, and because the structure of that stone readily breaks up into pebbles. Now with the advent of diamond wheels, you're able to shape and polish the stones, but as you can see, basalt doesn't take a polish because of its porous nature. Now it's a softer stone, and on the heat range for massage it's about second to you. Granite is a mixture of different materials, quartz, feldspar, mica, hornblende, and as you can see it takes a very fine polish. It holds the heat extremely well. It's a very hard stone but very tactile. When it's in the hands of a great therapist, they cannot tell the difference between the hand and the stone. There's different varieties. This is the Kakadu granite from the Kakadu region. It's a beautiful rich brown colour. Then you've got a multicolour from the Tanami desert. It's a very hard granite but quite beautiful. Sometimes you get a fleck of purple through there as well. Marble is generally 4 degrees below room temperature. It's primarily used for cold stones. If you've got a very high quality marble, sometimes you can use that for hot stones. This here is an Australian black marble, and I craft these for hot stone massage for one particular set. This is a partly finished blue marble, and as you can see the stone is large crystals, and in its natural form is a little bit brittle, but once it's shaped the surface tension goes from the stone and becomes very stable, and it's quite a beautiful piece to use. I've got there's a lot of different materials massage stones can be crafted from. This is fossil stone from the very top of the Himalayas. Now you can see the different animals and creatures that are in that, and it's quite a beautiful stone, and this one's suitable for hot and cold. This one here is a semi-precious stone, lapis lazuli, and it comes from Afghanistan. Those mines have been in operation for over 5,000 years. You'll find lapis in the royal chambers of the pyramids. This is Australian black marble from Chillagar. It's quite a strong marble. Unlike a lot of imported marbles, it doesn't get brittle after a time, so it's very unique that way. You can see here this is a raw material, and the stones are cut from here, shaped, ground and polished, and to end up with an end product like that. Different shapes of marble. This is marble from Carrara in Italy. You've got white marble for two sizes for facial treatments, and it's quite a stunning stone. Michelangelo and a lot of the great sculptors actually sculpted from marble from these particular mines. Next we have teardrop shape. Now in treatments these are quite useful stones because sharper on one end, blunt on the other. So some for pressure point, other one is for deep tissue massage, and they're quite tactile. They fit wonderfully in the hand. These stones here, they're the sacral size, the scapular stones, and they fit either side of the scapula, and they're good for delivering heat. This material here is sodalite. It's quite a beautiful semi-precious stone, and that stone is great for the third eye and the throat chakras, and it's useful when therapists want to work on the energy levels. This is a beautiful red jasper, and it's quite stunning. It's used for base chakra work, so it's great for virtually anywhere on the body. It's a very calming stone. Here we have the different facial stones, and that's Dreamtime granite, kakadu and basalt. And we've got here acupressure stones. Now these stones are thinner material. They're great for working the fine areas of the face, also for working the muscles, stripping muscles, and also working underneath the scapula. They're great to stretch. They can be used lots of different angles. They fit wonderfully in the hand. These are the layout stones, and also used in the facials. We choose thinner stones because they're more comfortable to lie on, and they're also great and more dexterous to use around the face and neck. These ones are our oblong working stones. Now they can be used and pushed along the body like that. They can be used on the edge. They can be used in scooping motions, and to the client those movements feel fantastic. These are the large chakra stones. They lay on the abdomen up to the solar plexus, and the weight and the heat from those stones really helps to relax the client. As you can see, the three materials again: basalt, Dreamtime granite and kakadu granite. Now, these heavier stones are hand stones. Generally they're placed in the hands of the client when they're laying face down. Their arms are palm upwards, and the weight is very comforting in their palms. When they're laying face up, their hand is cupped over it. Generally there's a towel in between, and that's very steady and comforting for the client as well. Some therapists have bigger hands, and they actually use these for the massage purposes as well. These are the sacral stones. Now, the combination of weight and heat is crucial in the stone massages, as it relaxes the client and gives them that basic comfort again. These materials, granite will hold the heat a long time, and a gentle release over that time. So they're quite popular. And of course the neck stone goes at the back of the neck, top of the shoulders, and releases all the trapezius muscles, the neck muscles, and once the client has that heat perpetrate their body, then that relaxation, all the tension goes out of their body. Okay, medium working stones are probably the most popular stones and most numerous stones in the stone massage. You normally have 8 of these in your sets, and that allows you to rotate the stones throughout the heater, so that you've got a long time during your hour and a half treatment where you've got hot stones available. Now, the shape of these stones has been purposely made to fit comfortably in the palm, to be able to be used at different angles, edges to be used as well. The stones deliver heat for a long time, and they just glide over the body, and they can work the muscles very deeply with a minimum of discomfort for clients. The cold stones are also in that size because it's the best size for the palm to use, and delivers a cold that regenerates the lymphatic system. There are a lot of specialty stones that are crafted. This is Pilbara green marble from Western Australia. Even though it's only a thin stone, it holds the heat as well as the large diameter stone. It's absolutely stunning. It's probably about 400 million years old, and it's made from fossilised algae. So it's quite unique. They sell container loads of that to Dubai for the palaces. So this here is Australian gem quality black jade. It's a very heavy stone and very, very hard to get, but you can see it comes up like magic. This here, again from Western Australia, part of Australia that's very rich in minerals, is tiger iron. And tiger iron has a beautiful golden tiger's eye, bands of red jasper and bands of silver hematite. And that is a very heavy stone, but it has spectacular properties and is wonderful to be massaged with. This is citrine. It's a type of yellow quartz. It's a semi-precious stone. It's very wonderful to work with as well. This stone here is Kundalini jasper. As you can see, it's almost fossilised inside little tiny plants and animals. So it's quite stunning. That comes from India, the raw material. This here is crystal quartz. It's very clear and very strong. In the chakras, it's an ultimate master healing stone and very cleansing. Another stone from Western Australia, although it doesn't take a polish, is a beautiful stone to work with, and that's zebra stone. And that stone there is over 600 million years old. So that predates the dinosaurs. Here we have some specialty acupressure stones and face wands. Now that's red jasper. As you can see, it works beautifully in facial techniques and also pressure point technique. You also have rose quartz, a beautiful heart chakra stone, and also beautiful on the face. This stone here, very fine finish, is actually black onyx, and it's another variety of quartz. Toe stones are very important. To have the warmth between the toes in a treatment, people very strongly relax. And this particular stone is tiger's eye, a semi-precious stone. It's quite beautiful. Next we have black onyx, again a nice base chakra stone and very grounding. Next we have green jade, and the properties of green jade are pretty well known. It's a wonderful healing stone. Next we have Western Australian mookaite jasper. This is a traditional Aboriginal healing stone, especially used for wounds. Now we've been lucky enough to have permission from the Aboriginal tribes to mine it and sell it. Next, for those that are interested in chakra massage and the different properties, we have small chakra sets. Starting with red jasper, base chakra, carnelian, green aventurine, yellow jade, rose quartz, sodalite and clear quartz. They're high quality stone and very effective. Some therapists, when they're working with the massages, they place these stones on the corresponding chakra points, and they say that they see the body flush red underneath when they place those stones. This here is red jasper. It's a working stone size, medium working stone. So these stones are very, very unique and great to work with. Here, to show you the size of amethyst, this is a beautiful amethyst. The stone is about 15 centimetres long and 8 centimetres across and 3 centimetres thick. So you can imagine the buzz people have from using that as a neck stone or a sacral stone. How's that?
Brett, would you be able to tell me why or what is the difference between using this basalt stone or this beautiful granite stone to work with?
Yeah. Basalt is more porous and it's also less dense than what granite is. Granite tends to have a high quartz component, and therefore that holds a temperature, because the density of the stone holds a temperature a lot longer than a less porous stone. So that's your basic answer there.
That's great. And I myself notice that when I work with them. I notice how much longer the granite does last than with the basalt stone.
Yes.
And even the cleaning aspect, I find these are a lot easier to clean because they're not porous, whereas with basalt I have to scrub them to get them clean.
Yes. When I put out the stones at trade shows, people pick them up. By the end of the day, a grey stone has turned black with all the oil that's soaked up just from people's hands. So
Wow.
Cleaning is the number one priority.
Absolutely. Hygiene is important.
Now these are Bodhi stones. These are brought in. Now these stones are crafted from a type of stone that's sort of halfway between a jasper and a jade. They're a beautiful stone. They heat well, and they've got a lot of different ways to use them. Now, Sandra, being a therapist, how would you mostly use that?
The best way to use the Bodhi stone is to actually wear it like a ring. So it looks like a ring, and then you keep your wrist nice and straight. That's very important, so that you're not straining your wrists or thumbs when you use this stone, if they might wire your arm.
Yeah.
And then you're keeping your wrist nice and straight. We're working from the elbow and the shoulder with pressure, and we move up into the different points. So up here is a powerful acupressure point. We can go in like that. It can also be used on the hand, the palm of the hand. And we can also turn the stone around and use the other side. So it's a wonderful tool to have.